Rice and base here, two incidences here, two different incidences here, one in Fundong and one in BBC. But at the end of the day, you can see that the Amazonian State Army are defending the people, especially in the second report, which happened in BBC, where traders confronted the colonial security forces and said they didn't have any funds to pay for any form of tax and all of that. And the Amazonian State Army came in to rescue. This just goes on to support all that the government of Amazonia is saying, that they do not want the presence of any security force from the colonial French Cameroun. But at the end of the day, these are the issues that would make their ASA come out to begin to serve as a protector and as a watchdog of the people. Join your thoughts to this two reports.
Well, the two reports, be it Ndu or Baba 1, they speak of the same thing. The ASAs are within their rights in doing what they did, and they are very, very professional from what you report. They targeted the two gendarmes in Ndu, and they brought them down. They didn't shoot any other person. Two gendarmes are legitimate targets. They are occupiers. They are in uniform. They are the right enemy to target. So their target was precise. Their action was legitimate. Come to Baba 1, similar thing, but something a little bit different. They are there trying to extort the people. That's the colonizers. They come to the markets. They're asking taxes. They're imposing duties on the population. The ASAs who are found there come there now to rescue the people from these oppressors, from these criminals, because no matter what amount of money they collect from that market, no receipt is given. It's not an official tax. And so the ASAs are also right to come there and challenge the oppressors. Again, very professionally, that's the marketplace. You do not hear that they shot any market woman or anybody just in the market. They didn't do that. That gives credit to the ASAs. They are up to their task. They are doing a good job. And the enemy knows we will find them. They will find the ASA. The ASA will find them. Be it on the checkpoint on the road, be it in the open market square, they will have their march there. What's the solution? Pack and go. If you want to go back alive, otherwise, if you choose to go back in the coffin, remain. The end is coming. You will go back in the coffin, then go back home like a human being. Now, are we, the Ambazonian ASAs, to be blamed in any form or shape? No. No country, no community in the world wants to live under occupation. No country, no community in the world wants to live under forced labor, imposed taxes, for there's no taxation without representation. They represent nobody. They are not doing anything for the development of the people. They should be the legitimate target. They should be taken out, life or death. Over to you.
Yeah, we saw that the second report. I was going to say the traders called on the ASA, and the ASA came in, just like you're emphasizing. They handled the situation clearly, and no civilian life was lost. That goes to show a whole lot of growth and intentionality, and that is what the government of Amazonia is standing for. And so this also goes to clarify of all of the accusations that may have been brought to the fore. Barrister Mbeseha, you're a great support, and you say it clearly that it is not possible that some of these negative attributes when it comes to killings and kidnap that people allege are Ambazonian State Army. It's not possible. We have seen two incidences here, how they operate. Most of the times when they see the people who they are supposed to be protecting, when they see them in any form of danger, they stand out, they defend, and they go back. And so this has clearly shown what the Ambazonian State Army stands for. You may also want to throw a light on this, because remember, the season of so many kidnaps and all of that is also on the increase, and some other persons might want to throw all of that to the ASA at this point. But we have proven times and over again that that is not correct.
Yes, at the time of war, Ambazonian defense forces do their job. One job that they are not supposed to do because it's not their duty. They are not supposed to police the cities because we are not yet in control. Cameroon government is in control. They are the one with the police force, with the gendarmes, with the bees and all types of police security officials that you can talk about. So it is incumbent on them to make sure the population is safe. That's their duty. That's the reason why people in Bamenda or anywhere else pay taxes. They pay for the security to be provided by the state. If the country is falling into chaos and nobody is taking responsibility, it is a shame, because the government is to take responsibility. Otherwise, how do they account for the fact, for example, that in Bamenda you have so many commissioners of police, or in Buya, or in any town, whatever, you have so many commandant de brigade. That's their responsibility. If they cannot give an account of what is going on there, they have failed, not Ambazonians. They have failed, not Ambazonians. The little that the Ambazonian security forces can provide, they are doing their best. They are doing their best. They are not responsible for the chaos that might reign in the streets. Yes, there are kidnappings. Maybe sponsored by Yaoundé. Might be just adventurers. But it is not the responsibility of our government or ASA to bring kidnappers to book. We don't have costs to try them. We don't have jails to put them in. It is the responsibility of government to track the criminals, if they are criminals, or to bring order to the cities. If they are not tracking the criminals, the responsibility is theirs, not ours. And so it is their default, and I think it is a deliberate default, because they just go and stay there. They believe that the chaos, if it does rain into the cities, someone else will be blamed. Whether someone else, Ambazonians will be blamed. For they will pretend to say, well, it is because you have started the war that there is disorder. Well, we didn't start the war in the first place. Disorder was not brought by us in the second place. Like we just talked in the last segment. If you want to go around the streets in Quen and catch a criminal, there are no lights. We're supposed to provide lights, Ambazonians? No. The thief may just go and wait by the corner of a tree. You can't see him. So it is the responsibility of the government. Our boys are doing the best they can. They are very, very professional. They are very, very human in the way they treat even their brothers and sisters, their fathers and mothers who find themselves in those areas. But responsibility is essentially the government. And the government is there. They are explaining nothing. The only thing they ever do is, if they venture to do it, they will tell you investigations are ongoing. Investigations that were started in 2019, 2016, 9 years into them, no reports have ever been delivered. No one has ever been held accountable. Why? I presume it is because most of the accused, most of the perpetrators are government sponsored. And let us not forgotten the Garibu. What happened in Garibu, where mothers were killed, children were killed, houses were burned, was the act of government admitted by themselves. They recruited their vigilantes, armed them, they went down and did the job, and then they ordered them to disappear. And of course, they covered the story we're investigating. Where are the investigations? Nobody knows. They can't even identify the people they gave guns to. So this is a joke. Is it a joke? It looks like a joke, but it's a criminal joke that people conspire to kill others. People conspire to kill our children in the name of war. Why are they killing us? We, our children, our men, are dying in self-defense. What are they killing us for? In oppression. In just trying to kill you for being what you are. If somebody else are fighting them because they are shooting them and killing them. If there were no gendarmes in the streets, we will have nobody to kill. It will not be people roaming down the streets in Queen and Baminda anywhere else. Our ASAs have nobody to fight there. So they are the intruders, they declare the war, and then they want us to become the victims of whoever was responsible for it. That is wrong, completely wrong. They are responsible. They must be held accountable sooner than later. Over to you.
Of course, they must be held accountable.